Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us for Connected Worker Maintenance and Inspections. My name is Nicole Banford, and I'm the moderator for today's event. On behalf of Leslie and the team, we thank you for joining us. This presentation, How to Improve Field Workers' Inspections and Maintenance Processes with a Mobile-First Digital Transformation, will be given by Peter Szymanczyk, Business Development Manager at Resco, and his presentation promises to be well worth the listen. Before we get started, here are some quick administrative points. During the webinar, if you have questions for Peter, please submit them in the Q&A box on your screen, and these will be answered during the question portion of the session. Likewise, for any technical issues, please write them into the Q&A box, and we'll get to them right away. The widgets on your screen can be resized and dragged around for your viewing preferences, and we encourage you to visit the Resource Center on your screen for additional content and resources we and our sponsors have provided for you. So make sure you're sitting comfortably, and I'll now hand it over to Peter so we can begin.
Well, thank you very much for a nice introduction, and I'm happy that today I can be here with you, and thank you for attending my session. And I'm also delighted that today I can speak and talk about a very important topic, which is how to improve field workers' inspections and maintenance processes with a mobile-first digital transformation. So let's get started. I would like to maybe introduce myself for a while. So I'm Peter Szymanczyk. I'm responsible for communication directly with the clients, with different industries like energy, gas and oil, property maintenance. And we are discussing together their pain points. We are discussing their mobile enterprise processes and how these mobile enterprise processes like inspections and maintenance can be improved with Resco technology. So maybe we can start with some facts about Resco for those who don't know us yet. So we have been working on mobile software solution, mobile applications, mobile enterprise solution for more than 22 years. And during these times, we started a cooperation with more than 2,500 customers. Today, every day, more than 250,000 of users, they enable their application in their cell phone, in their tablet, and they are using our mobile app to collect the data on the go in the field. So maybe we can also talk about our headquarters and our offices. So our headquarters is in Bratislava, where I'm located in Slovakia, Central Europe, and we also have a branch in Boston to cover American time zone. And what is really important is that we work with the network of partners. There are more than 500, and currently they operate in 72 countries. So we are also together close to you, also via our partners. So you are probably guessing who are the clients, who are the mobile workers that are using this mobile application for making their processes like maintenance or inspections much easier and simpler. So I can just name some of them. For example, MHI Vestas, Maxol, Gas Network Ireland. But I would like to also mention that these kind of companies are not like our customers are not only huge customers like corporates with thousands of users or with thousands of employees, but we also cooperate with the small and medium enterprises. So don't worry if your company is a little bit smaller. So before we start with some facts, I would like to maybe ask you some important question. What is your primary motivation to digitize processes in your business? Is it reduce costs to become more efficient? Is it a workflow automation or progress tracking? It is improved data collection to have more exact data, or it is a reduced carbon footprint. If you have any other replies, please choose the other. But I'm really interested to know what are the results. So once again, what is your primary motivation to digitize processes in your business? We can have a look on the results. So please finish your clicking on the right answer. And I'm really interested to know how your company is dealing with this motivation. So as we can see, the most of you are interested in improved data collection and to have more exact data, and also to reduce costs, become more efficient. I can even agree that these are the most important factors or motivation of the companies. So I prepare also second and also the last polls for you, and I would like to ask you, what tool or what solution do you use to collect the data for your maintenance or inspection processes? Is it pen and paper or notes? Is it are these tool questionnaires or surveys? Do you use some Excel sheets, or even do you use a web application tool, which can be online? If you have a different one, please choose the other, but I'm also interested to know this kind of information, because many companies that I have a discussion, they are dealing with these answers. So I'm going to finish, and let's have a look on the results. Okay, so we see that the most of you are using Excel sheets and web application tool. So this is really important to know, and I'm really grateful that we or even you together, we shift from pen and paper, and we are moving to the better solution. Nice, thank you very much for your attention for this question, and let's continue with my session. So I prepared some examples how a mobile application serves for some of our clients. I choose Maxwell. So let me tell you a story about Maxwell and Resco. How they enable mobile field service application, or let's say Resco inspection tool in their company. With almost 100 years of experience in a retail fuel environment, Maxwell is one of the leading forecourt and convenience providers of the island, with over 237 stations. During the years of the operation, they were aware of the ever-increasing importance of mobile technology in connecting their geographically diverse businesses. And as a part of Maxwell Continuous Quality Assurance and Improvement Program, Maxwell carries out site inspections reviews at their service stations throughout the year. This is managed by fuel area managers. To ensure high standards and customer satisfaction, company felt the need to get options from more diverse population of inspectors. They decided to engage their mystery motorist shop supplier. They needed a solution that they could even facilitate lead to account, appointment tracking, sales update, even as I mentioned, site inspections, and of course, different kind of digital questionnaires or digital checklists. Other system didn't offer offline regime. So Maxwell needed solution that can have a 100% offline functionality. They also require to handle their own custom entities, fields, and have various features in the application. Besides of that, they needed automated reports that included different range of questions, various whitening, and also the scoring options. And the results were obvious. So all operation and data collection was happening on site. When the mobile device was synchronized, all the data across the organization were updated in real time on cloud. All data were in one system, no need to go to Excel sheets, to Gmail, to make a call, to write via Messenger, to go into the gallery, or even use Google Maps. All of these mentioned allow to make company decision faster and increase the productivity. So this was a nice example how the application works for Maxwell, and even not only maintenance or even inspection processes were included, but they were looking on this as a big picture. So they were using more of our solution. I prepared also the second nice case study. So let's now take a closer look at everyday use of our solution of one of our biggest clients in the energy sector. It's MHI Vestas, an important player in the renewable energy industry with over 3,000 employees. And as you probably know, MHI Vestas designs, constructs, and maintains windmills across Europe, Asia Pacific, and also the USA. Many of them are technicians. They're handling general inspections and also the maintenance of the turbines. As you can imagine, checking and repairing a turbine blade is a physically very challenging job. And there is no space for using laptops or filling a paper form when you are literally up in the sky or hanging on the rope. MHI was already using Dynamics, Microsoft Dynamics 365 backend, but they needed a more flexible mobile solution for their staff in the field. We at Resco did just that. We integrated their CRM with our fully customized mobile platform that would connect their technicians with the back office in real time using mobile application. The whole staff has now non-stop access to all required documents and essential information, wherever they are. And everything MHI technicians need in the field is only mobile phone or tablet. The best part that might interest you the most is the time to implement and also the cost. So take a guess how long it took for MHI to implement mobile projects. In this case of MHI, it is usually in just a few weeks. The fastest project took only 14 days from the first workshop until going live, releasing completely new functionality in the application. And there is also a nice bonus. They saved 90% of the allocated budget. Okay, so let's right now talk about the set of tools or the solution that help not only to these two customers, Maxwell and MHI Vestas, but also the tool that can enable your work easier, how we can help you, let's say, with your technicians to make their maintenance and inspections processes easier. So I would like to explain this solution for you closely. So who are the actual users of the process of the where connected worker is a part? So we see that the connected worker needs to have some knowledge, and but of course he needs to be empowered with the best tool on the market. And we believe that if the mobile worker has a mobile application and tablet with everything that needs for this job, the process can be improved and they can have the best possible solution on the go, wherever they are. So the first process or the first persona that is included in this process are field workers. So they are basically technicians, inspectors, welders, electricians, basically all the technical staff that are not sitting behind the desk, but they are basically in the outside of the office. Then we have also dispatchers. Dispatchers are responsible for managing their work. So they are basically scheduling, the work orders or the activities to their calendars. Also, dispatcher can let's say receive or get some notification from your customer or take some incidents and import it into the system as well. Then we have managers. Managers are responsible for overviewing of the solution, so they can also have access. Managers they have a separate access. They can see the dashboards, they can see the results, they can filter what is important to see for them, how their service technicians are performing, what are the data, and according of this data, the managers and even the top management company can decide what is important for the common company. Of course, let's talk about the last persona, which are customers, and customers usually need to be also involved because they usually have some requests, they have some incidents, there are some ad hoc activities, and these tasks or even ad hoc incidents, they need to send it to you somehow. So usually they call you, they email you, they send you some notification, or you've got some notifications from them. So we created also the separate module for customers that can notify you when they need something. Maybe you can see the process that is similar to your, and we didn't only wanted to work with field workers, but we wanted to have a look on this as a big process and include and simplify the processes in the company. So let's have a look on the general use cases of how mobile application or digital mobile transformation can serve the company. So we see the best use cases in asset maintenance, in usage of the work orders, doing different kind of inspections, whether they are preventive, risk-based. We see the opportunities in incident management. We talk with clients about the health and safety procedures, and also ad hoc operation, as I mentioned. We try to be closer and more able to be connected with the systems that customers and partners have. So we are able to connect also with to work with systems like Android, Windows, or iOS. And when we were talking about the different mobile devices that can technicians or connected workers work with, I was mentioning mobile or even tablet, but we have to keep in mind that we also have possibilities to work with smartwatches, so your technicians can work with without problems, so they can have a gloves and even work with a smartwatch. What is really important to know that we also provide the connection with the real wear, so which is the helmet with the microphone. So technicians can record the activities and steps via microphone and have a also notification with these real wear devices. Maybe you heard also about this. And last is desktop. So also we have a back office possibility for dispatchers, managers, and also directors as well. Okay, so right now I would be happy to show you how, in a few minutes, how the solution look like. So let's play the video, and I would like to maybe talk some few words about the solution and explain it to you shortly. So as you can see, this solution can serve different companies for the processes like inspection, maintenance, operation. Let's have a look on work order management. So you can create the work order separately, or it can be created from the incident that customers send you. You have different information about work order. Maintenance scheduling is a typical work for dispatcher. Dispatcher has a dashboard where he has a scheduling board, and he can just drag and drop work order, inspections, or even maintenance to their technicians. Of course, technicians has different regions and skills. Job management, job template. So we believe that some kind of companies, they have specific job templates, so they can have some procedures inside. We can work with time off and also different kind of skills and seniority. So you can have it also in the system. Asset management. Even your company can have a full list of your assets. You can have a parent asset and also subcategories of the asset also in the system. Incident management. So you can create and handle the incidents with the predefined templates. So for each incident, there is already prepared digital checklist that can help you to fulfill and complete the task or work order. The data and results. So basically, we can track all the data about the performance, about the time, or we can also track the time of their activity. We can export also the information via CSV or the different format. So let's now have a look on technician view. So technician needs to have an application where everything is simple and easy to use. We can work with different digital checklists, work order. We can have all information about work order included. You can even have all your accounts information. So you can have your database or CRM system included. So when you open, for example, the account, you see all the information, even the location, and you can use it when you travel, for example, to your customer. The most important thing is digital checklist, or let's say inspections, we called it. You can have different kind of digital checklist with different pictures, QR codes, signatures. You can collect the data. You can use different scoring, different whitening. You can collect as much picture as is possible. At the end of the procedure, you can save it, and you can generate, for example, PDF format. What is even better, we can connect with the clients. So we can enable companies to be closer with the clients, and they don't need to call you. They can even just create a ticket or send you some incident, and this can be transferred directly into your system. So this was just a short overview on how the solution can look like, and I hope that this 3.5 minutes or almost 4 minutes was enough to just to introduce you how this solution can look like, or how it can work for you. Okay, so I would be very happy if we can move to the section question and answers, and I'm really interested to know whether you prepared some question, or even it is something interesting that you would like to ask me, or whether it was regarding the solution, the case study, the possibilities of digital transformation, or even if you have a company with your technicians. What is interested for you to know?
Great. Thanks, Peter. We do have some questions, so we'll get right to them. First question we have is, how long does the implementation of the mobile service solution usually take?
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the question. So this is also a typical question from the decision makers and from the clients when it comes to talk about the possible solution when they would like to digitize their processes. So the typical time can vary. So when I showed you the case study with MHR Vestas, it was basically two, 3 weeks to implement the solution. But when we talk, it also depends on your processes. When we talk about simply digitalization of your checklists or just to use inspection procedure or maintenance procedure, it can be really from 2 weeks to 8 weeks. But when we talk about a huge, robust solution where we can cover more processes, it can be around 3-4 months.
Great, thank you. Next question we have is, does the solution work only as a package?
Yeah, thank you for the question. No, basically the solution works maybe as a puzzles. So it depends on your processes, which kind of mobile process you would like to cover, what is important for you. And when we realize or when we notify that this is important for you to have only to empower your technicians, you can only use one simple module for your technician or one simple mobile application for your technicians. But it can work as a modules, so we can cover few processes, but we can also cover more processes. So the question is, no, it doesn't work only as a package, but you can also use the separate modules for different kind of processes.
Great, thanks, Peter. Next question we have is, how do you usually deliver and implement the solution locally?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you for the question from the audience. This is also a good question for the companies when it comes to consider some digital tools. Basically, Resco is a software provider, so we provide licenses for the client. But as I mentioned at the beginning of my presentation, we have in almost every state our IT implementation partners. These IT implementation partners are specialists in different kind of industries. So they know the industry like energy, for example, renewable energy, gas and oil, property maintenance, and they also know the language, so they can speak and meet with the clients. So to answer your question shortly, we have implementation partners, more than 500, and they are located in more than 73 countries. So even the customers can choose what kind of partner they would like to take.
Great. Next question we have is, what is the usual size of the company that can start to use this solution?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you for the question. So basically, when I show you the presentation about our customers, this can vary. So we have also huge clients with thousands of users, but we can also work with the small and medium enterprises. But we can imagine that we can start with the companies that have at least 25, 30, 40 service technicians, or basically the people in the field that they need some digital tool to enable their mobile processes.
Wonderful. Next question we have is, what devices can be used with this solution?
Mm-hmm. Good question. So most of our clients are using mainly mobile devices and tablets because they are this is a little bit not so expensive devices. But when we talk with some bigger clients, they are more interested in some like new devices like smartwatches on industrial use, and also the clients are right now required for new real wear devices. So as I mentioned, It's the helmet with the glass and also the microphone, and these technicians are basically hands-free, so they can operate with their hands and collect the data on the go. So this is really a top trend right now worldwide, and many clients are more interested in this kind of devices.
Wonderful. The next question we have is, can you integrate it with CRM or ERP?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Shortly, answer is yes. Basically, we work with clients that they have also Microsoft Dynamics. So our solution can be easily integrated with different environments like Microsoft Dynamics, Salesforce, Oracle, but we also can connect with a different system when they have open APIs, and we can connect also with the different CRMs, so we can integrate as well.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Peter, for your very informative webinar today. For those in the audience, if you want to listen again, this webinar will be available on demand shortly. And finally, thank you to you wherever you are for taking the time to listen in on today's event. Remember to check out more of our upcoming and on-demand webinars at oilandgasiq.com or industrialtransformationnetwork.com. And again, thank you so much, Peter, for your time today, and thank you to the audience for joining us.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be here.